Welcome to Maths and Science by IITian. This is the 6th lecture on complex numbers. And in this lecture, we'll be understanding the roots of unity, and also we'll be understanding the equation e to the power of 2 pi I k by n, what it means. Let's go into the details. E to the power of ix is equal to cos x plus I into sin x, which we have done or proved or we have calculated in the previous lectures. Now, e to the power of I into 2 pi k by n. E to the power of 2 pi I k by n is nothing but I into 2 pi k by n. I is iota. That is equal to in the form of e to the power of ix, where x is equal to 2 pi k by n. You know, unity has got many number of roots. If we want 3 roots of unity, then e to the power of I into 2 pi k by 3, that implies n is equal to 3, are the 3 which gives 3 roots of unity. Here e to the power of I into 2 pi, what it is? Cos 2 pi plus I into sin 2 pi. From the formula, e to the power of ix is equal to cos x plus I sin x. That is equal to 1. Because cos 2 pi is unity, that is 1. Sin 2 pi is 0, that is equal to 1. E to the power of I 2 pi is equal to 1. That means e to the power of I 2 pi by n. What it means? Where n is equal to number of roots. If you want 3 roots, it will be e to the power of I into 2 pi by 3. Implies e to the power of I into 2 pi by 3 requires to be analyzed for 3 roots. Are you able to understand? Please understand it carefully. If you could not understand, please give me a message in the comments. E to the power of I into 2 pi by n, where n is equal to number of roots we require. For example, e to the power of I into 2 pi by 3 is equal to, that implies e to the power of I into 2 pi by 3 requires to be analyzed. For example, e to the power of I into 2 pi k by n is equal to e to the power of ix, where x is equal to 2 pi k by n. If you want 3 roots, then n is equal to 3. N is nothing but number of roots required. Here, number of roots required. A number is there, unity. Number of roots required for unity. For 3 roots. E to the power of I into 2 pi by 3 is to be analyzed for knowing the 3 roots. E to the power of I 2 pi by 4 implies required to be analyzed for 4 roots. Please understand this. 4 roots. E to the power of I into 2 pi by 5 means it required to be analyzed for 5 roots. Like this, e to the power of I into 2 pi by n implies it is required to be analyzed for n roots. Of what number? It is unity. It is unity. That means e to the power of 2 pi I k by n is equal to implies rather n roots of unity. This e to the power of 2 pi I k by n represents n roots of unity. E to the power of 2 pi I k by n represents n roots of unity. Please try to understand this. Don't get confused by k. I will explain what is k here. Next. I explained what is n, that is number of roots of unity. E to the power of 2, because e to the power of 2 pi I is nothing but unity. To the power of 1 by n is number of roots of unity. Then, if there are n roots of unity, then each k value will be the kth root. K is nothing but kth root of unity. We require cube root of unity, then we want first root of cube root, second root of cube root, third root of cube root. There will be 3 roots. Cube root means n is equal to 3. N is equal to 3 means cube root. That means That means 3 roots are there. 3 roots exist. N is equal to 2 means square root of unity. That implies 2 roots exist. N is equal to 1 means only 1 root of unity. That implies only 1 root exists. Please try to understand. N. Only 1 root exists. Some rough work I have done. I'll remove that rough work and we'll complete this. On this page, I have done some rough work before starting teaching you. Now, let us say, I want n roots of unity. Implies e to the power of 2 pi I by n. But I want kth root. There are n number of roots. I don't want the nth root. I want some kth root in between. Roots are, what are the roots? Some value A1, A2, A3, something, AK, and up to AN. These are the roots of unity. I have got n roots are there, A1 to AN, n roots are there. but I want a kth root only. I don't want other roots. Then how to find the kth root? This kth root can be found out by this. That means k is equal to kth root. There are n roots. I am not interested in all the n roots. I want only kth root. For example, cube root means, I will make you to understand by example. Cube root is equal to n is equal to 3. That means 3 roots are available. These are available. We don't know what are its values. A1, A2 and A3. But I want only A2. Then in that case what I have to do? A2 is equal to e to the power of 2 pi I into 2 is k. K by n is 3. Here A2 is required means k is equal to 2. E to the power of 2 pi I into 2 divided by 3. That means e to the power of 4 pi I by 3. Then A3 means e to the power of 2 pi 3 by 3. That means e to the power of 2 pi I 3 by 3 is 1 into 1. That is equal to e to the power of 2 pi I. And what will be the value of A1? E to the power of 2 pi I into 1 by 3. That is equal to e to the power of 2 pi I by 3. That is e to the power of 2 pi by 3 into I. That means for cube roots means 3 roots of unity. This is an example. N is equal to 3. K is equal to 1, 2, 3. And if k is equal to 1, n is equal to 3 and k is equal to 1. The value of e to the power of 2 pi I k by n is equal to e to the power of 2 pi into 1 by 3. E to the power of I 2 pi by 3. Then n is equal to 3, it is standard. K is equal to means e to the power of 2 pi I into 2 by 3. That is e to the power of 4 pi I by 3. That is e to the power of I into 4 pi by 3. In books k is equal to 0, 1, 2 they take, but I am taking 1, 2, 3. No issues. No problem. Ultimately we are finding the roots. We are not worried about what the values. Again 0, 1, 2 means people get confused. I want to stick to A1, A2, A3 and K1, K2, K3. Now, if n is equal to 3, k is equal to 3 implies e to the power of 2 pi I into 3 by 3. That is equal to e to the power of 2 pi I into 1. That is equal to e to the power of I into 2 pi. Now, what are the 3 roots of unity? Here, e to the power of 2 pi I k by n denotes n roots of unity in which this value, in n roots of unity, this value will be kth root. That means e to the power of 2 pi I k by n is equal to kth root of unity out of n roots available, or n roots required to be calculated. N roots required. This is the meaning, ultimate meaning of e to the power of 2 pi I k by n. And now from this you can find out, understand the meaning of roots of unity, and this is the equation for roots of unity, and e to the power of 2 pi I k by n denotes kth root of unity out of the n roots required, or n roots available. Either way you can use the longest. Longest is not important. The understanding of this equation is more important in the examinations. Now, for cube roots, example is cube roots. N is equal to 3, that is constant, and for k is equal to 1, 2 and 3. The roots are, here we have calculated, e to the power of I into 2 by 3, e to the power of I into 4 pi by 3, e to the power of I into 2 pi. But we know e to the power of ix is equal to cos x plus I sin x. Using this, e to the power of I into 2 pi by 3 is equal to cos 2 pi by 3 plus I sin 2 pi by 3. These values I have already discussed how to get the values. Minus half plus I into root 3 by 2. E to the power of I into 4 pi by 3 is equal to cos 4 pi by 3 plus I into sin 4 pi by 3, that is equal to minus half minus I into root 3 by 2, and e to the power of I2 pi is equal to cos 2 pi plus I into sin 2 pi, that is equal to cos 2 pi is 1, 1 plus 0, that is equal to 1. That means ultimately the cube roots of unity are minus half 1 minus half I by minus half plus I into root 3 by 2 minus half minus I into root 3 by 2, and another is 1. Where this value usually is called as omega, this value is omega square, and this value is 1. Omega square and 1 are the three roots of unity, where omega has this definition. Just to check up, homework. Find whether omega whole square is equal to omega square or not. Because omega square I have given this value, omega is this value, you square this and find out whether omega is, whole square is equal to omega square or not. Then try to find out whether omega cube is equal to 1 or not. Because ultimately we have found the cube root. There are 3 roots. And ultimately we have found the cube root. First one I will do and second one you kindly please do it. What is omega? Minus half plus I into root 3 by 2. That means omega whole square is equal to minus half plus I into root 3 by 2 whole square. That is equal to 1 by 4 plus I square into 3 by 4, a square plus b square, I square minus, because it is a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. 2 into half into root 3 by 2 into I. Therefore, omega whole square is equal to 1 by 4 minus I square is plus I square is minus 1 into 3 by 4 minus 2 gets cancelled, root 3 by 2 into I. That is equal to 1 by 4 minus 3 by 4 minus I into root 3 by 2. That is equal to minus half minus I into root 3 by 2. Which is nothing but what I have given this value. Omega square. This is equal to omega square. Hence, omega whole square is equal to omega square proved. Now, as a homework, you have to prove omega whole cube is equal to 1. Or you can prove omega into omega square is equal to 1. Either way, you please prove. These are the 3 roots of unity omega, omega square and 1. These are the 3 roots of unity. Please remember, this is a very, very important derivation, very, very important equation, very, very important answer or concept which is required to be understood even in your future engineering courses or maths Olympiad courses or in physics. These omega square and 1 will be very much useful in electrical engineering and electrical magnetics and electromagnetism in physics. Please understand this. For that only I took up this particular value of roots of unity. And u to the power of 2 pi ik by n denotes, if you want n roots, like n is equal to 3 means cube roots, 3 roots of unity. This n is nothing but n roots of unity. E to the power of 2 pi ik by n denotes n roots of unity, where k denotes the kth root. There may be n roots, but we want only kth root, means 2 pi ik by n denotes out of the n roots, that is the kth root of unity. That is the meaning of it. I think with this you might have understood the very important concept of complex numbers, that is roots of unity. Best of luck to you. Thank you for listening to me, and please subscribe to my channel. If value addition has taken place, please share, review, view and comment. See all the lectures and comment on my videos and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Best of luck to you. And my channel is Maths and Science by IITian. Thank you for listening to me.